It's giving Tarantino close up. It's giving Scorsese Taxi Driver, don't you think? No? I'm bugging? I don't know. It's giving the cameraman from Cloudy for Chance of Meatballs. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Yo, what's up and welcome back. Here's back to Angel's Reach. My hoodie's obviously trying to ruin the surprise, but I know I said October was the month of change and it's sort of sprinkling into November, but it's November 19th as I'm recording this right now, and change has never been more prominent. I mean, example A, this is no exception. I've been losing a little bit of weight. No, I'm lying. Obviously, I've been, or not, I've been. I got a haircut, and I was gonna segue that into some BS statement about change and how my perspective on video games has changed, but I felt a cool breeze on the back of my neck, and I feel like I needed to address the elephant in the room and say that I got a haircut, and as I was talking about that in a previous take, I sort of got to a anecdote my mom told me that I really wanted to share, and that was that when she was 20 or 21 years old, living in Honduras, which is crazy because that's 2 years younger than I am. I'm 23 right now. When she was 20 or 21 in Honduras, her two half brothers came up to her, and she has like a lot of half and step siblings and sisters and brothers and all that stuff like that. Hispanic families will tell you like the family tree is crazy. She had two half brothers come and uh, run into her waist and like cry and explain to her that because obviously they were broke and they didn't have too much money, they lied another time to the same barber about having enough money to finally pay for a haircut, and they promised to pay after the haircut, and then obviously they didn't have enough money, so they tried escaping, like either sneaking or trying to run away, but they got caught. And um, my mom remembers like holding their heads to her like stomach or waist, and them describing the barber putting up like both hands and putting his second knuckles up on both of them, so that they stuck up, and then just continuously minking. Sorry, mink is like a funny word, but like hitting them over and over at the top of their head. And she remembers them describing that to her while she was like caressing the top of their like skulls, like the top of their head, and feeling the bumps. And um, she made a promise to herself then and there that she was gonna learn how to cut hair and go to cosmetology school to a save them the humiliation of not having enough money to pay for haircuts, but B, have them not be like abused like that and have them deal with that. And then C, which is a little bit sort of more my case, is make sure that her brothers or the males around her like have clean kept hair, because short cut hair is sort of the expectation for Hispanic households. My father is Mexican and my mom is from Honduras, and they have traditional, not conservative, but like more old school traditional uh, perspectives on like households. Like males go out and do physical labor and clean and do work, and not clean, but do work and lead the house, and then the women like stay home and clean and cook and stuff like that. And then things like that are instilled and ingrained into you from a young age. And some of the things that, or one of the things that isn't really talked about too much is like even like hairstyles. Like short hair is expected on men, and long hair is seen as like a more feminine trait and sort of frowned upon or ostracized for men, or like even sometimes like oh, you have long hair, you're gay, like that sort of stuff is like in Hispanic households. Maybe I'm talking too much from my perspective. Give me your POV, but that has been my sort of experience. But it like even translates to like, dude, like emo bands have like a large Hispanic and Mexican like fan base, and like you don't get too many Mexicans with super long hair, and if they do, they like gel it and like style it and try to like get as much expression from it as they can, because like they can't have hair all the way to their shoulders, they can't be Gerard Way, they can't be Cobain, they can't, like they can't copy too much, and it just it just comes full circle to like what it means to like be authentically yourself and clean, and like I don't know, I don't want to connect messages too much, but I used to be really ashamed sitting in that wooden dining room chair with a trash bag with a hole cut in it, and a hot fan blowing summer air onto me, hoping that my friends wouldn't make fun of me because I obviously didn't get a haircut that was from like a professional barbershop, whatever that was, you know. Like I didn't get a lineup or a fade or anything like that, and I just remember being like, I just hope I don't look lame. And now that I'm 23, I'm like, yeah, my mom did everything she could to make sure she saved money and had me looking clean, and um, in her eyes looked presentable and nice, So I don't know. I was just thinking about it because I got the haircut, and that might not mean a lot to people. I know I talked about like resets, and this is like a nice reset, but before that, I sort of just looked at it as a change that I didn't appreciate, um, and I could expand upon that. You probably saw it in my face. I was trying to do it already, but I'm already tired enough as is, and I think I just want to end it there before I fucking give myself a migraine trying to think about my thoughts. I'm gonna end it there. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Cut your hair or don't. Live your life. I don't know. Bye.